Alrighty, going after Karaz. I switched in this Glyph Spellbook of Fallen Skies that I just had floating around, and I went back to using... Still have Myvin's Lens on, and I went back to using Nether Crown. No other changes in there, really. Might be choppy, and then I'm going to be typing to Sino, actually, during this. Still, no Seals of Binding. I haven't played this character at all since, I mean, it's still the same session, technically. Obviously, you can tell by the shirt. So, to get to Karaz, we're going to have to go through Darkvale Village. Darkvale Village is one of my favorite places in the game. It's because it looks so cool. And, I mean, I haven't actually pointed out that the Blood Grove, I think, is gorgeous. It's just, like autumn-looking, just really, really great-looking area. But I'm really used to what Act 3, technically, looks like. But, ooh, oh, damn it. It's just a blue! Damn it, it gave me loot instead of things that I needed. We're gonna have so many, like, freebie sky shards falling here. So, yeah, but Darkvale Village, to me, bears special mentioning because it just looks really, really great. Kill it up. There's our Chthonic Seal of Binding, finally. I am actually not going to run back to that Devotion Shrine quite yet. I'm going to see if I can't get 4 of them to take care of the Shrine and the quest. But here's a little fun thing. That's Fort Heron, technically, right there. So, it's kind of fun that they have that bridge there that you can't actually cross. But it'd be pretty neat, and it might require someone modding the game to do that. But you could potentially put a mod in there to relink that bridge. I think it'd be pretty cool to do that. Okay, so this area is a lot of guys that are kind of a lot in the area. So I tend to run back here and let them come to me. And we can actually use this rock formation to not get shot up by all the guys that are around here. And something that's newer to the area, well, at least to me, is there are lore pieces scattered throughout this place now. And I'm actually going to go looking for them because I actually don't know exactly where all of them are. So I'm just going to break a bunch of stuff as I go to see if anything pops out. But I know that there's some scattered around here. Plus, we get to kind of tour this place because it looks great. And speaking of modding, I think I'd actually try to mod an area that looks like this, but is not filled with enemies, and make it a little town for the character to be in. So yeah, Mayor Bridgewater's Journal. Maybe spruce it up a bit so it doesn't look like it's a ramshackle bunch of shacks. Because that's pretty much what everything just turned into thanks to the actual Grim Dawn event. You know, I haven't actually talked lore at all, I think, in this. That's because I haven't actually read through a lot of it. But yeah, it's like, this area is just cool, because it's also kind of, like, you can kind of see the village, that's 2, you can kind of see the village that it once was. So I believe this building has one. And I like that there are all these, like, pathways through here. Little nooks and crannies that you can explore into. I rarely actually come up to this side of this place. I'm not even joking. I usually just beeline, because you just follow the road and you can get right to the end of it just instantly. So I rarely come up here. And it's pretty fun to actually come to places you don't usually go. So the thing I'm messaging about is maybe starting a Grim Dawn like guild as a Steam group initially, and then try to work in. I don't know if it'd require modding or not to actually get it more in the game. But anyways, yeah, you can just walk up here and come straight up here to this area, and you'll pretty much just go along a path straight to where you need to go. I'm just wandering around to wander around, and also I want to look for these things. And cabinetry. Wait. Clock. So we got like a pub here, general store kind of thing. We got one thing in there. Harbinger. Believe me, Harbingers warrant a full-on devastation. Screw Harbingers. Yeah, Zarya is the enemy we're going to be encountering at the end of this, who actually can be really difficult. Like, honestly, really difficult. And, there's 3 seals of binding. That's the quest done. But I definitely want to get that devotion shrine in there as well. Seals of binding are not they're uncommon, I would say. They aren't rare, even though they're purple. So we walk over here and we get the bathhouse lore piece. Now we can finally come down here. So at the end of this place, we are going to find a devotion shrine, which we're going to do after fighting the boss here. Now the boss, I don't actually remember if she has anything that is worth nullifying her over. She's actually a really difficult boss too. It's just that on normal / veteran, bosses are a little on the easier side. At least to me they are. Oh look, there's our 4th seal of binding. So I'm gonna fight this shrine, which is a funny thing to say out loud. Okay, we got that devotion shrine. Now, I am not actually going to run after that shrine or that quest quite yet. Because I have other things to do in that quest. And, or after that quest. Specifically, getting the ethereal essence. And then I think that's it. And I've shown how to do that on camera. And I have to do that off camera. In my own time, and I think I'm just gonna do that all at just run the seals back and then do that very quickly, just to save everyone from having to watch me do that again. Okay, so we're in Darkvale Gate, and Darkvale Gate is sort of the chthonic stronghold. And one of the notable things about this place, aside from it being a chthonic stronghold, there are lots of secret areas that you can go in for treasure chests. And I think I can point them all out. Maybe. We might miss one or two. One. I think we're gonna miss one, maybe. But I'll try to point them all out as we go. It's not back there. You know, there used to be a treasure chest behind that wagon. They might have taken it out. Kill an unbeliever. I love when that happens in stereo. Kill, 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 little non-believer, lever. So when I said, like, seals of binding are uncommon, this is what I meant. You'll actually get a lot of them as you go through the areas here. It just, I didn't get any initially, which was more of a surprise to me than, like, getting a ton of them. So, yeah, lore piece here. Yeah, of the desert is actually a really good suffix. I might actually go pick that up. You don't know, no. I think it's like sandstorm and of the desert are two of the weird, like, that, yeah, two of the weird ones where it's like, oh, that could actually be really good. Like for a low level witchblade, that might be really good. Not that I have one right now, but if I choose to make one, that could help it through level 30 area. Oh, we got this guy. So, yeah, I'm not... There's a whole section of this area up here that has nothing in it at all. No secrets. No... I don't even think there's a lore piece up there. Just nothing. It's one of those places where the first time you come here, you explore up there to explore up there. But for the most part, you'll never actually have to go to the north end of the first level of this place. And then over here... Where is it? Right here. Sort of run out onto the cliff in this little covey area for a chest. Got another hero. And now I'm actually going to run back through this door because that's a ton of crap out there. Wow, 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 wow. I hit the map button on accident. Wow, 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 wow. So Devastation, sometimes when you go to cast it, you'll actually end up not casting it. You'll do the motion for it. You'll hear the sound effect for it. But you won't actually do the cast won't actually happen. And that happens if you're ever, like, if there's a doorway that you try to cast through, that you normally aren't allowed to, like if it's a locked door, or there are these places in like Bastion of Chaos where you can't actually launch Devastations through. Yeah, those are kind of annoying. I understand why it's there, but sometimes you'll actually cast Devastation and you won't. Just because you try to cast it through like a wall or something, it won't actually register the cast. Just a little tidbit. See, you get Seals of Binding like crazy. It's just I wasn't getting them like crazy back in the Blood Grove, and I was like, why am I not getting these things? Because normally I just have the Seals of Binding to do the quest and do that shrine just immediately. So another one, you got to break through there. Pair of chests back here. So what the first time you find secret chests in a difficulty, they're actually going to have a better chest type than the more common like drop for that chest. So I got that as a heroic chest, and normally it's like an ornate strongbox. You know what? Let's devastate that area. Leave a devastation behind. Be in multiple places at once. So this is when our character is actually going to start to get kind of good. When we can do the multiple places at once thing. This chest, though, is almost always a heroic chest. I think I've maybe had it only a couple times where it's been an ornate strongbox. So, heads up on that one. It's a good one to actually go for if you're going through this area. I feel a sneeze coming. I believe we have one more in here, and I think it's over here. Yeah, it's right here. And I think I covered them all. I might have missed one, though. I always say I might have missed one, even if I didn't, just to cover my own ass. And saying, oh, we found all the things! And it's like, James, no, you didn't. It's like, well, whatever. So say I missed one, just to be safe. Okay, we're at Karaz's door. We're just gonna run on in here. He has two forms. The first one here is pretty much a, normally guy, normal spellcaster guy. He does summon mobs. I mean, it's not that hard to deal with. I say as I'm taking a crap ton of damage. So his second form here is Thalnoth, the Unraveler, who is definitely stronger, but we can handle him pretty well. The big things to watch out for in this fight are he summons these. The crystals aren't that bad, nor are the Devourers. The main thing you want to watch out for are the little chaos dot. The little I'm like, oh, I was hoping he'd do one when I said that. So the main thing to watch out for are the chaos dots he can throw down. And I know there was one in the fight. It's a little swirl of chaos damage, and those are what can really, really hurt you, or at least they really, really hurt the characters I play. That clock, I think, used to be indestructible. Do I have space for all this? I do. Let's loot whore the crap out of this place. And yeah, the poison chaos dots are what really really do me in. It's mostly because I'm usually standing there whacking them, and when those pop up, it tends to hurt because you're standing there and they pop up and it hurts. So we are now in Asterkarn, and we have a new enemy to fight. These are Chillmanes. Chillmanes are probably going to be the bane of my existence. Because I'm a predominantly cold character. Cold lightning character. And they are very, very strong versus cold. They also hurt pretty bad, too. So, just something we're going to have to deal with. But we'll be dealing with that next time. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys then.